Welcome to the Idaho Business Podcast, the only Idaho podcast focused on providing profits for Idaho people. If you love our state and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Idaho Business Podcast with your friend, host, and all-around great guy and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Idaho Business Podcast. We are, as always, sponsored by Sensations. These guys do a fantastic job getting your tan on, get your nails done, get your massages on. They just help you. And anything that you need to do with making your body feel better and look better, these guys can do for you. And if you go to the idahobusinesspodcast.com, click on their logo of their sponsorship, or just go to /sensations of our website, you will see that if you mention the Idaho Business Podcast, when you go into one of their locations, either in Twin Falls or Pocatello, you will get a free wellness cocoon treatment or a free red light therapy treatment. That's all you have to do. Mention that you heard about them on the podcast. So go into one of their locations, claim your free service, and then go treat yourself to some other nice stuff that they have available to you there. All right, everyone, picture yourself on a 6-hour flight heading to Costa Rica. You can see it in your mind, right? Geez, Costa Rica, the white sand, the beautiful trees, palm trees, the monkeys, the sloths, just paradise, right? Okay, picture yourself on a 6-hour flight, but you just spent a 9-hour layover on a cold floor in beautiful LAX, which, side note, I will never fly through LAX again. You arrive in San Jose, Costa Rica, 9 p.m., tired as a dog, looking for your cheap rental car company you reserved before you got there. In your sleep-deprived nature, you recall them telling you at the rental car stand something about some major bridge collapsing and not being passable at that time. But no time to listen. You need some sleep. You get in your car, which I'll say, have you ever been a 6'4" man in a subcompact 1986 Costa Rican Special? Wouldn't recommend. 2 hours later, with no bathroom breaks, you've got your buddy and your wives in the car with you. And you know how that is. When your spouse is in the car, I'm sure some of you have spouses that are backseat drivers. It gets tiring. So, after no bathroom breaks, 2 hours later, all of a sudden you get to that collapsed bridge that you seem to recall appearing in the distance. Beautiful, cheap GPS, your discount car led you all the way there. So now you got to think to yourself, have you ever been a 6'4" man in a subcompact 1986 Costa Rican Special and had to backtrack 3 hours? Can't recommend. So you finally make it to your hotel. 6 hours in the air, 5 hours in your new least favorite car. You're half dead, half asleep, and your friends, on the other hand, rented a nicer car and with updated features, making it easily there 4 hours before you, and their flight landed an hour after yours. Moral of the story is, be shorter when you travel, and you get what you pay for. Instead of picking the cheapest flight to Costa Rica and the cheapest rental car / GPS situation, maybe start with the end in mind. Now, I tell you that story. It's a true story. Number one, it's a story about me and my wife and one of my best friends and their wives. Because when we are in business, as we're leaders in our business, as we're owners in our business, at times we're restricted by budgets, right? We all are. And we don't want to spend our hard or earned money foolishly. But at the same time, you got to remember how you're spending in the first place. You know, are you that type of person that is looking for the 1986 Costa Rican special to get you by, that's going to just peter out and lead you astray? Or are you looking for that nicer model that will last you longer, that will provide a better service, a better product, if you just spend a little bit more? And I'm telling you guys right now, I have been on both sides of this. So I know what cheapness can get me, and I know what good quality can get me. And I've been there when I'm like, oh, I have this problem I need solved. I'm going to hire maybe a VA, a virtual assistant, to help me. And you're typing in what you need done in your business. Maybe you're a small business. Maybe you need some help with HR. Maybe you need some help with marketing. And I've been there. I've looked through these websites, Upwork, I've used Fiverr.com, and they will list people in hourly wages and all that kind of stuff. And I've been in the situation where I picked the lowest hourly wage. I'm like, okay, this isn't that important of a task. They should be able to do it. And it had it. Once I got them up and going, it was miserable. Because they valued themselves so little, and because they kind of understood what they were valued at. I should have saw that, but it was the worst service. It was the worst communication. And on the flip side, I've been on the same side of things where I have two VAs now. They're not the cheapest options, and they are the better options. They do make my life easier. Same thing goes with products and services. We all buy products for our companies, and we all buy different services for our companies. And I'm telling you, cheap is never the way to go. There's a reason why it's cheap, and it's the reason why it is what it is. Because if you spend just a little bit more money on that product, it's going to last a little longer. You spend a little bit more money on that service or that virtual assistant or even that employee. That it's just going to treat you better in the long run. It's not always the case, though. I will tell you that. Sometimes you can pay people. Take an employee, for example. You can pay them well. You feel like you're paying them well, and they don't ever see it that way, and they're always complaining about it, and they end up leaving you high and dry. So I don't want to be heard as the guy saying, "Oh, pay your employees more, and they'll stay and they'll be better employees." No, that's not the case. That all comes in with hiring a core value matched employee, because a core value matched employee sees that this is the type of company that they should belong to, because they match your guys' core values. And of course, you want to be fair with your pay and provide advancement opportunities, but be aware of the cheapness. Don't settle for that Costa Rican special. Speaking of not being, not going for the cheapest option, Fresh Prep is the sponsor of the Idaho Business Podcast. These guys are fantastic. They will prepare your healthy meals for you and deliver them right to you. Or you can pick them up at different locations, from Burley all the way to Idaho Falls. You can subscribe and get those meals delivered to you. If you're like me and you're busy and you think you're busier than you are, and you feel like, oh, I don't have time to prepare myself a healthy meal, and I need to just go get a burger, and you see the pounds packing on, you don't want to be that person. You want to go to Costa Rica feeling good, feeling fit. This is what you want to look into. Fresh Prep is a local company out of Pocatello. Fantastic people that own it. But if you go to the idahobusinesspodcast.com, click on their name or logo, or /Fresh Prep, you will see that they have a promo code. That if you enter their promo code Idaho Business to their website as you sign up, you will get your first meal for free. And on top of that, you'll get a meal to give to someone else so they can try it. They're so confident that their meals are amazing that they are confident that you guys want to continue to stay and get healthy and enjoy their good food. And I'm not talking, guys, this is not just chicken and rice. This is enchiladas. This is good stuff they're making that's going to make you feel like you're eating good quality food, but it's healthy. And they can cater to you. So check them out right now. Go to their website, go to the idahobusinesspodcast.com and see what we have offered right there. And it'll navigate you right over to their website. So in conclusion, don't look for the cheapest flight when you're traveling. Number one, don't go to an LAX. Horrible experiences all the way around. So stay away from that. Keep away from the cheap flights because they're cheap for a reason. Stay away from the cheap rental cars and stay away from those cheap GPSs that are going to lead you astray. And in our side of the world, stay away from the VAs that are going to be the cheap options, or the employees that seem to be the cheap option. Invest into good services, good products, good employees. One more idea, something you can do for your employees that are service-based employees or kind of entry-level employees. It's nice, and you can do whatever you want. But this is something that's I'm learning from experience, to offer a little bit of paid time off. You can offer it that they can accrue per the hour they work, and as they accrue, these employees feel more appreciated, more invested into the business, and makes them want to stay longer. So part of not being cheap, especially right now when it's really tough to find good people, you got to find creative ways to keep them. So I hope this was valuable to some of you. Hope you got to laugh a little bit of my misfortune of the 1986 Costa Rican special story that I was the lead star in. Can't recommend. Costa Rica was fantastic, but my transportation, I cannot recommend. So be that person, be that leader that's going to research things, think things through, then follow through, just like our last episode was all about. Cheapest always isn't the best. Think things through, find ways and opportunities to further your business, further your employees, and promise you'll find some good success coming around the corner. This can't last forever. What we're experiencing now, people, and the shortages of hiring, this can't last forever. So to leave you some hope, just keep getting out there, keep getting creative. If you need ways or things to think of to be more creative, come talk to us. I'd love to. We have so many different ways because we hire so many people. We've learned, obviously it's cost us a lot more money lately, but we're still getting people hired. So we're always here to help you. Until next time, this is full conclusion here. Stay away from the negative Nancy's. Go out there and dominate your day. Have a fantastic week and be the person that you were sent here to be. Adios. See you later.
Congratulations on spending a couple of minutes getting a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Idaho business community. If you're feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.